Welcome to the Best Advice Podcast with your host, life and love success coach, and author of The Poison of Perfection, Angela Wadley. If you're looking for authentic, no-holds-barred advice about life, love, business, career, or health, you've come to the right place. You'll hear from fascinating guests as they quickly reveal their powerful advice to inspire you to create and live your best life. So get ready, grab a pen, or make a mental note. You don't want to miss this.
Hi, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Angela. Thank you so much for having me, and I really hope that what I have to share today is really inspiring and supportive to women on your show.
When it comes to business, career, love, health, or life in general, if you have ever struggled with a decision, had to figure your way out through something, or just learned a valuable lesson, what is the best advice that you can share?
When it comes to life in general, no matter what aspect I'm working with in myself, the best advice I can share is what I've learned about connecting with myself with compassionate dialogue, actually having a conversation with myself, to myself, hearing myself has been so powerful in all aspects of my life. I'm a mama to 4 teenagers now and a wife to 1 man who we've separated and healed and got back together. We've been together for 25 years. And whether it's love or business or a career or not knowing how to make a decision, feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, not knowing where to turn, if we're desperate to fix something, it's like we're overriding what we actually need to do, and that's to really connect in and know what we need in the moment. I can find often in my parenting, it's just like, I want my child or I want my business or I want someone to do something to change the frustration, that feeling of overwhelm in my body. But actually, what I need to do is to have that compassionate connection. And this is the way that I do that. So I find a quiet place, and sometimes I hug a pillow and I just sit and be still and say the words directly to myself. I'm here and I care. I listen. And sometimes there's actually, these words can bring a deep emotional release. The next thing I ask is, how are you feeling right now, Prudence? Saying my name, speaking to myself directly. What comes back? And then I ask myself, what do you need of me to feel supported right now? And I listen and be still and trust the answer that's coming back without being in my head. And often it's simpler than what I thought it would be. And then the key is to follow through. So often when there's a big thing that's weighing on us, it feels oppressive in our body when we feel disconnected or we don't know what to do next, we're feeling overwhelmed. We can really get in our heads and be ruminating over what we should do next. And this can be really debilitating and start to build more emotion in our bodies. We are meaning-making machines as humans. It's how we make sense of the world. But being able to actually drop down out of our minds and actually connect with our bodies, what's going on in our bodies, is so, so powerful. And I've learned through, the many phases of motherhood and understanding that there is deep wisdom and medicine resting in my body. This is the anchor, this is the foundation of the work that I do with women who want to reconnect with their body, who have been through trauma, who've been through grief and loss. This is one of the key aspects of healing. And I've learnt that when my body is suffering, that my suffering increases when I ignore my body's cues for support, when I can really dive down into being still, speaking those words, I'm here. And I care, and actually noticing the response in my body, allowing there to be a shift, a release. How are you feeling right now? What do you need of me to feel supported right now? These are questions we'd ask any best friend. So let's take time to actually sit and ask ourselves these questions and notice what shows up.
Okay, so if you were a character in a TV show or movie, which character would you be and why?
I love this question. I don't actually know a specific character, but when I think of a movie or TV series, I think of Call the Midwife, because I would love to be able to jump back into a different era and experience birth in the home like they did in the communities, being with family, helping women through the experience of womanhood, of birth and beyond. That is what I'm so deeply passionate about.
Thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I consider any moment where we can actually speak what's been real for us into the world for other people to hear such a privilege and such an honor. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I hope that this will help, women to really deeply connect to themselves, or perhaps even start the journey of compassionate dialogue with their bodies so that they can heal and really notice what their body is saying.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Please subscribe and share with someone you care about. To catch all the latest from Angela, go to www.angelawadley.com. Until next time, keep growing and keep going.